Celebrations continue here on the Now Morning Show as the Signal Hill Alumni Choir has been telling us all about the greatness of them for the last 40 years. And so this morning, joining us via Zoom, the artistic director, Mr. John Arnold, joins us alongside Gilda Williams, the lead soprano, to give us a bit of an update of their ongoing celebratory tour. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the Now.
Morning.
Good morning.
Now,
Good morning.
I am going to jump straight into the conversation because we know this is ongoing. We have had the calendar. And Mr. Arnold, you would have had some events that actually took place this month, in the month of September. On the 21st, we would have been at the Naparima Bowl for a grand performance. So let's start things off there. How was that?
Oh my God, that was so awesome. What an evening and what a celebration. And I think this weekend coming, we're going to be repeating the same energy, the same verve, the same vibes. Everything is going to be on this weekend at Central Bank on both evenings. And last weekend, we had Neva Chetalal. We also had Southern Airs. We had the St. Hilaire Brothers. And we had Joshua Regrello. And I'm telling you, energy from the beginning of that concert and all kinds of music, classical, jazz, reggae, calypso. I mean, really good choral treatment. And we had a great time. Yeah.
I can imagine. Ms. Williams, I mean, being part of the actual choir and delivering must have its own sort of experience. So how would you describe what has occurred thus far and the anticipation, I imagine, that you hold towards what is to come?
It has been an exhilarating journey. We do a number of genres, a number of repertoire. So it's really a wonderful experience to be with Mr. Arnold for more than 40 years, because I would have met Mr. Arnold when I was 9 years old at 12 and under. So it has been an experience. And last week, concert was amazing, and I am so looking forward to this weekend as well as our last show in Tobago.
Nice. Of course, coming home technically would be lovely. But Mr. Arnold, I would like to get a little bit of an exploratory endeavor, if you will. A musical odyssey. Yes, we know that means multiple genres can be explored and in different ways because, like you mentioned, other performers are there. But how do we continuously reinvent, if you will, that odyssey for each performance? Explore a little bit for me that theme, that how that will translate in each performance.
Yeah, well, actually, the theme 2064 has created all kinds of misinterpretations. Some people even calling us to tell us, I think you want to put 2024. And then we have to say, no, we're talking about 40 more years. And then they say, oh, yeah, I got it. So the 2064 is really a kind of futuristic, ambitious, kind of optimistic look into the future. And it is really saying that we look back on the journey and we reflect on it. We are glad for what has happened. We're glad where we are. But succession planning, making sure that the younger people in the choir start to be in front, and we can put things in place that more collaborations, more use of technology, looking at what's trending in the choral space and so on. And so we look forward to that for the next 40 years. So I think that's how it is.
Got it. No, I like that you say it's ambitious, but I mean, you need ambition to future plan, as you rightfully say. And so tell me a little bit about those future shows we've mentioned. We will have one at Central Bank, and then we will head over to Tobago. Can you give us a little bit of insight as to who is carded to join the alumni choir, Mr. Arnold?
Yes. Saturday, we have Love Movement celebrating their own anniversary also. And we also have Lydian singers. And we're looking forward to these two choirs. I've been in the belly with them, and it's been really, really, really exciting working with these choirs. And we're looking forward to the various sounds of these choirs, songs and sound of these choirs. We also have Kern Somerville, who is not only a panist, extraordinary panist, but he's also a singer. So he brings his own twist, both vocal and pan instrument, to the concert. And that's on Saturday. On Sunday, we have the wonderful Marionettes joining us, full power, full everything, along with Kern. And on that night, of course, Signal Hill will take the advantage of exploring much more of the repertoire, because every night we cut back on what we sing to keep the show very tight and nice. But on that evening, we plan to do all the material we have prepared.
Lovely. Gilda, I am going to wish you luck in advance because you're going to actually have to put in that work with all of those repertoire, well, that repertoire rather, and all of those genres, because one of my favorite things is that we are going to hear different types of music as well. Remind me of some of those types, if you will.
So we explore gospel, folk, African, reggae, our very own calypso, soul calypso, French music, Spanish music. We did some Indian music. We have a wide repertoire. My favorite is African, though.
I was just about to ask. Particularly as you're a soprano, yes?
Yes, I am.
So why African? It allows you, I imagine, to explore, well, from my experience, correct me if I'm wrong, usually those are more of an alto or lower tone. Does it challenge you, or why in particular do you like that genre most?
Well, because we have the dynamic Mr. John Arnold, and in the tonal quality of our music, he can take an alto song and make it into a soprano-based song. But basically, when we do African, the feeling, the movement, the choreography, everything is different. It's passion, all right? We sing differently. It's more meaningful.
The connection, I get it. But people are going to want to connect with the choir and all of the other performers that will be joining you guys as you celebrate and look to the future. So, Mr. Arnold, can you remind us as to how we can get some tickets to make sure that we are there on both occasions?
Right, tickets are available at Central Bank box office all week. It's also available at all cachet outlets. It's available on queenshalltt.com/events. And you can also call 3773-757 and order your tickets, reserve your tickets, whichever way you want to do it. But we're trying to implore everybody and advise you. We even want to motivate you. Go and get a ticket and come out this weekend and have a blast with us, not just celebrating, but for the kind of leisure and entertainment that you can explore. I am promising you, all right, money back guarantee. If you didn't enjoy the concert, I'll give you back your money.
We ambitious and looking to the future, and we're standing on business. You're gonna love it. So head to perhaps both shows as the Signal Hill Alumni Choir continues to celebrate their successes, 40 years and more. And that means we will check in with you again to get an update as the tour continues and for future plans as well. Thank you both, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us this morning.
Thanks a lot, Ahinka.
A pleasure. So you guys can, of course, head online, get those tickets, or you can head to locations physically to get them, but be a part of history and the future as the Signal Hill Alumni Choir celebrates themselves. Guys, in our morning show, we'll be back after these messages.